Welcome back to the Dad Compass podcast. I am Dmitry, round and excited.
What are you? Round?
I'm round.
Okay. And I'm your host, Patrick. I guess also round and excited.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird intro. I didn't know I really didn't know where I was going there.
I got some feedback
I legitimately
from
didn't
you
know.
yesterday. Or for you. I got some feedback for you yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, let's just roll into Fatherhood Unscripted. I can add it to the mix because they're somewhat related.
Okay. All right.
So,
start it off.
Yesterday I had a family reunion. 15 plus years since I had seen a lot of my relatives. My grandparents passed away in 2010, and there was their funerals were pretty much the last time I saw quite a few people.
Yeah.
So had a lot of family come in from out of state, and then a lot of my family still lives in state. We just don't really connect as much as we used to.
Sure.
So my Fatherhood Unscripted part is just my kids. All four of my kids made it, and August was there as well. And
nice.
I just got a lot of good feedback of having good kids, and they're respectful. It was more of like, hey, you're doing a good job with your kids, which is
always good to hear.
Yeah, as a parent, it is good to hear that. And my kids have always been pretty well behaved. They're all pretty laid back and not they're not like high energy or anything like that. So, they don't create this sometimes extra drama or anything like that.
They're not like fucking pushing other kids and kicking people in the balls.
Yeah, like they take the high road, and Logan, when he was younger, definitely had his moments, but overall they're just well behaved, and it was good. It was cool.
Yeah.
And then the feedback I got. So I have a younger cousin. He's like 6 years younger than me. We kind of grew up together, but obviously you don't really hang out with a kid that's 6 years younger than you, but we've always been pretty close, I would say. I reached out to him back in March, and we talk every couple months, but it's usually just via text. But yeah, I got to see him yesterday for probably the first time in like 6 years. And he says he listens to every podcast, which I thought was cool. And then
that's awesome.
He shouted you out.
That's the one that listens on Pocket Cast?
What's up?
That's the one on Pocket Cast?
No, that's my cousin Bob. We're like 3 months apart. We're pretty close, just because, like, honestly, he lives the furthest away and I see him the most.
Yeah.
We just do a lot of things together. And he comes to Colorado like every couple months, so we try to connect whenever he gets here.
Does he go to Colorado and smoke weed?
No. So he works for a Colorado-based company. He's remote.
Nice. I know what that's like.
They ask him to come here. I can't remember what he told me the stipulation is, but it's like 2 weeks every 2 months or something like that.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so he was here last week, and then he doesn't leave till the 5th. I don't think we'll get to connect again, but I did get to see him yesterday because he was in town. So, but yeah, I know this other cousin. He lives like, I think it's Hill Rose, which I think is out by Brush. So it's not close.
Eastern Colorado,
he works
right?
in the oil field, so he has a busy life too.
Yeah. But
yeah, he said you're funny, man. He says you're entertaining.
It's what I plan to do.
You stand-up comedy or what?
Yeah. I'm a comedian. I come on medians all the time, so it's my skill. It's like a drive-by fucking shot. Yo, fun fact. You know the longest ever fucking cum shot ever recorded was 18 feet.
Dude, why?
18 feet.
It's impressive and weird that you know that.
You know, I don't know how I know that.
Oh, I mean, I don't even want to know how you know that.
It was like a fact. It wasn't like a visual thing where I fucking watched it. That'd be fucking weird. Imagine being Guinness Book of Records. Guy comes, gives you a call. Hey, sir, here's what I'd like to break a record for. Well,
Well,
we got to put it in the book. Anyway, it was fucking weird. I just didn't want to lose that one. I was really excited to tell you that
thank
because
you. I don't know
can't.
if this was the appropriate time or not.
No,
but here we are.
no, but like, dude, that's like almost across a whole fucking house.
I mean, it's probably across your living room, not the whole house, but it's still impressive. It's just
It's fucking
weird.
incredibly impressive. Anyway, I wish I could do
weird.
that. My
The
father
reason I
had
think it's so weird is like, how many times is that being recorded?
about 17 and a half. Shit, I
You
could
know,
go more.
right? And then what was the preparation to get it to do that?
I don't know. That is a fucking good question. I don't even know where I got this fun fact out of.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I'm glad it's right in the middle of Fatherhood Unscripted, the family show.
Well, it's family related, so it's how we make them.
It is how you make them.
I mean, well, that'd be
Not
impressive.
if it's 18 feet away. I don't think it's
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? All right, back up a bit.
Back up. Oh my god.
Oh, that'd be the fucking best fucking making of story.
We just lost our biggest supporter, my mom. So
oh man. So sorry, Mom.
All right. My Fatherhood Unscripted is wrapped, so go for it.
Your Fatherhood Unscripted was very good. My Fatherhood Unscripted is so I smoked a pork butt this week. Not weekend. I think we did it on Wednesday.
It was Friday.
Oh god, it was Friday. I said Wednesday. I don't know why. So we smoked it on Friday. I woke up at 3:00 in the morning, and my daughter was like, "Dad, I want to wake up. I want to wake up so I can do this with you."
Dude,
and
that's awesome.
I know she was fucking awesome. Well, like the night before, we're standing at a table, and she just like wanted to be a part of it. So I gave her a glove, and it was squirted some mustard on that thing, and fucking do some seasoning, and she was fucking rubbing it. She was so happy. And then throughout the day, the kids, like, they would come out when I'd go check on it, and my son goes like, "Oh, Dad, oh my god, it looks so good." Like, just over the top reaction, like every time. And then he goes, "Dad, I'm excited for the chicken." I'm like, "Dude, we're not having chicken. I said it's fucking pork, but like 1,000 times to you." And my daughter's like, "Yeah, dude, it's pork, Ronan. It's not chicken." And then they get into this fucking argument about pork and chicken. Don't know why. And so we finally, and I think I sent you the video where I pull the bone out, and I'm breaking it up, and Ronan's literally like on top of the fucking counter, like getting closer and closer and closer because he just wants a piece. Because I gave Ellie one. They were just it was just fun. Like, it was really cool to see them both getting into it, and just being excited about something I was excited about. And then, Ronan busted his ass on his bike. Like, I'm sure as like parents and you kids are out riding bikes, skateboards, scooters, whatever the hell they're doing, they're gonna fall. And Dude, his handlebars like fucking twisted on him, and then he went down. Like, I don't know if he did a flip, but I turned around and he was in there like fucking Twister. It was hilarious. And he stood up. He was bleeding a bit. I was like, "You're good, dude. Brush it off." He was like, "All right." And he stood up and just went.
Nice.
And it's like it's pretty cool to see that kind of like when I was a kid and I'd fall, it was the same thing, like get up and just go. Like you're good. But I didn't have any siblings. I didn't have a dad, obviously, to ride a fucking bike with or anything. So it was usually just me and a friend.
Yeah,
So
and
it
you're
was
not
it
gonna
was
cry in front of your friend.
no, no, I might. I
I
might.
mean,
I
you've
don't
cried
think
in
I
front of
did.
me.
I did. I teared up last episode, I think.
Yeah, it was either the last one or the one before.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was about that fucking short, man.
I watched that short, by the way.
All right. What did you think?
It was good. It was good. It's funny because in my head, I thought you said it was fly. So I was looking for fly and I couldn't
Float.
find it. And I was like, this idiot, it's float. Well, I ended up watching the podcast and you said float. So I
Yeah.
just didn't hear it the way
So
that
you were the
said
fucking
it.
idiot.
Yeah, I was the fucking idiot. But yeah, it was good. It was good. It was
Did
cute.
it hit you in the feels?
No, not as much. I'm not really like that when
No.
it comes to shows. Like Deanna and I have talked about this too. Cause she'll get like, we'll watch a movie and then she just like breaks down and cries because it's like a
Yeah.
sad part. And I was like, hey, you know, this ain't real, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, it still hits me.
Yeah. You know why? It's relatability. It's relatability. Wow. Relatability. Is that the word? Did I say
Sure.
that right?
Sure.
Because sometimes when I'm speaking English and like I speak anything fucking else, but I say words and they just don't sound like real words. So, and then the more I say, the more fucked up I become. So, yeah, I think it's relatability. We'll stop there with that word.
Okay. I get emotional in trying to think of a situation. This is gonna sound kind of cheesy, but I used to watch Undercover Boss.
Yeah.
And sometimes like when the boss or the CEO is like just a good human being and like took care of his people, I would say I could feel myself getting a little emotional in those situations because it felt real.
Yeah.
Whether it was or it wasn't, you know, it's
There's a
portrayed as
connection.
being real because it's reality TV, but
Yeah.
those situations I'll get emotional, but it's pretty rare I get super emotional when I'm watching TV just because I feel like it's entertainment for a reason, which, you know, I laugh, so why wouldn't I cry? But
That's fair. Well, this week's episode is all about dad bods. It's all about us fathers somehow, one way or another, you know, you're tall or you're short, you're fucking thin and you're sexy when you meet your spouse, and then you have your kids, and it's like, bam, all of a sudden you look like a fucking cream filled Twinkie, and you don't know what happened. So, what's like your definition of a dad bod, Patrick?
dude, I've been working on my dad bod since before I was a dad.
No shit.
Yeah, so actually looked
Fucking
up
overachiever over here.
a dad bod on a man may signal the female psyche that he may live life with a balanced interest and priorities, that he may be able to form and prioritize a realistic, healthy partnership with family
And food.
possessing a balanced perspective on body image, about his physique and about hers as well.
It sounds fucking. Is that your definition?
No, it's yeah, I wrote that.
What's your definition?
See, I think I'm getting closer to having the dad bod. I think I took it to like 1.5.
All right. Version 1.5.
I think it's like a little bit of a beer belly, right? Just a little bit of extra weight, but not, you know, not like obese.
Yeah.
I also think beards are a big part of that. It, like, it's funny. Obviously, when I was younger, couldn't grow a beard like I can grow now, but
Yeah.
I feel like beard and a belly, man. It's and supposedly chicks are into it. I don't know why, but
It's like
and maybe
approachability.
it's what's that?
It's like like we're more approachable now. They're like, oh, they'll fucking accept me.
Because we got a belly and a beard.
Yeah. Like, oh, this guy, look at this fucking guy. This dude looks like he could fucking take down a can of beer, fucking put a baby in me, and we could have a heartfelt conversation. We could probably cry together.
Well, and I'm sure that there's an attraction to a guy. Well,
That was weird.
just being a father, right? Like being a father, a good father is. I think there's an attractiveness to that. That
Yeah.
as a father, I guess I get it now, but like for me, I would have not seen that, and I
Yeah.
don't think it's necessarily something that stands out to me in women, right? But it does in a weird way because you don't want somebody who's a piece of shit to their kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I hear that. I mean, when I'm on a smoker and I'm smoking, I'm definitely like, yeah, I'm fucking hot. Like, not because it's like super hot outside, but I'm like, dude, I'm fucking dadding it up right now. My
yeah,
kid's like, Dad, can we look at the meat? I'm like, yeah, you can, because
hell yeah.
Dad's fucking smoking. And my wife's like, man, look at that fucking big, sexy, round fucking tummy. That fucking smoke blowing in his face. Yeah, I'm fucking rubbing my eyes.
When you first say that big sexy tummy, I thought she was gonna call out the pork belly.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know what she was looking at, but she was licking her lips from work because she wasn't really there. Uh, fucking story just crumbles.
How I mean, what do you think? I
I,
think you
don't-
got the ultimate dad bod, Dmitry.
I think it's, I think, I think it's a little bit overweight. I do think the beard like plays into it. And I think like a beard just plays into being a man. Like when you have a beard and if you have a good looking beard, other men look at you like, man, I respect that guy. I don't know who that guy is, what that guy does, but I respect him. Um, and like being strong. Um, but you can't really like see that because I think there's some dads that they got a dad bod and they'll fucking just squeeze your neck right off. Um, but I think it probably has to do something with like relatability and like approachability.
Yeah, you
Granted,
might be right.
but like, all
You
right,
said relatability again,
well, so
and you
question
said
for
it
you.
without fucking it up.
I did.
Yeah, you
See,
just
if I don't
spit
think
it out.
about the words, it's great. It's when I start using my brain that everything just starts going sideways.
Hell.
Mhm. Mm. Well, you know
You
that.
literally were talking about semen 2 minutes into the show. I don't think you were using your brain.
Dude, 18 feet. That's a fucking. All right, we can't get. I can talk about that shit all day because I wish I could do that. Um,
Fucking superhero, that's your
oh
talent?
my god, can you imagine? Oh my god, my eyes. That guy was a whole mile away.
Dude, what the fuck? Thank God we didn't stream this one.
Jesus, can you imagine a fucking swimmer on your cape? Um, I gotta stop, dude. I'm thinking about
Yes,
fucking
please,
names.
please.
What would they be called? Um,
I'm gonna
the Nutty Professor.
I'm gonna I'm gonna redirect right now.
Okay,
So I want to talk about beards real quick.
okay,
Did you if you see a dude with a nice beard, do you say something?
yeah,
Okay.
100%. I'm like,
Yeah, me
damn, dude,
too.
that's a fucking great looking beard.
So I went every Wednesday for the past month. I've tried to not it's not all necessarily reconnect, but I've tried to grab breakfast with a friend or yeah, just a friend.
Okay,
So a couple weeks ago, I grabbed breakfast with TVP.
Mm-hmm. Great
Um,
beard.
dude, his beard crushes, man.
Yeah.
Um, and I didn't ask him, and I don't know if he dyes it black, but it's just like he has a couple little grays, but man, it's so fucking black. But yeah,
Yeah.
we were leaving the breakfast joint. We went to Santiago's. There's a sit down Santiago's, which I had never seen before, but
In Louisville.
no, so it was Hamden and Yosemite. It was fairly
Oh, there's
new.
there's one in Louisville too.
Oh, okay. Okay. So anyways, we were leaving Santiago's and this dude's like, "Hey man, you got a nice beard." So, but yeah, I mean obviously Tim and I are close. It's easy to tell somebody they got a nice beard if you know them, but I didn't know if you would do it if you're in public with yeah, I'm the same way.
Oh, dude, I'll tell people the fucking weirdest shit in public.
Oh
Like,
yeah, the fucking eyelash story.
oh my god, it's because I'm so curious. Like, so you got to ask the question sometimes, and like with beards, dude, that took some time. It takes time to grow, and he's not even a dad.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, man, I would grow a beard if it grew straight. My beard curls, and it when it
Eventually, it
curls,
straightens out. Yeah, but then you
what's
look
that?
like a fucking. Then you look like a Greek god.
I just don't like it as much, man. Cause I had a pretty crazy beard at one point.
Yeah,
You know, my ex-wife didn't like beards, so that's when I grew it.
yeah, that's fair.
And then now honestly it's the heat too for me. Like I just I just try to keep it somewhat small.
That's fair. All right. Well, let's see. What? Okay. So, all right, you got we both got dad bods. Now,
Well, I got like
what
a 1.1 dad bod.
you got version 1.5.
I
All
used
right.
to be 1.5. I'm getting it down.
All right. So now you're down to like 1.2. Um, why do you want to get it down? Like the
Great question.
like what do you feel the benefit is?
Oh, it's a health benefit for me.
Okay, and for me, that's a byproduct.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like an a-hole, but like I'm not necessarily trying to impress anybody, but I mean, I think, look good, feel good is a thing. Um and since I've lost a decent amount of weight from intermittent fasting, I definitely feel better about myself, but um the ultimate goal for me is longevity in my life, like being overweight and poor decisions. I just don't want it to be my demise sooner than it needs to be.
So they say like the definition that you read pretty much says that dad bods are pretty. It shows a fine balance of like responsibility and I mean I guess like having a good time. Like what do you? So me personally, I feel as if when I'm overweight, it's it's less so of I'm finding a balance for myself and more so I'm neglecting certain aspects like diet and consistency because I think a lot of people that don't have dad bods, like guys that are just in good shape, they're always active, they're doing something. I think that is I think that shows strength in a different way. But it might not be in a sense of like a father where we might be a little bit more easygoing in some cases. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think I mean, you said something when we were chatting on the phone the other day, but I think if and I gotta be careful how I word this because I don't want to sound like a complete a-hole.
I'll say it. When I go to the gym, I don't do it because I want to be healthy. Like I said, health is a byproduct. The reality of it is, I work out so I can look good in my own skin. Like I want to look good naked. Like that's my thing. I walk down the fucking road. Like I'm married. I have beautiful kids. Like I don't want people to look at me and be like, dude, look at that guy. He's got fucking tits. Like I want to be like that guy who doesn't have, and then the person next to him want to be like that guy doesn't have tits. That dude's got pecs. That's
Well,
like that's me.
yeah, and you were talking about how you were going to the gym twice a day, and I'm like, dude, that's fucking wild. When I went to the gym, it was probably like a 6 month span where I was really committed and I was going 6 days a week.
You were killing it.
I was going early in the morning, and so I wasn't losing out on time with my family,
Yeah.
right? And th- honestly, some of it just came down to schedule. Like I was working I mean, I've been always working the same job, but my role I didn't have to be to work until 7, so I could get up at 4, go to the gym, shower, get ready, and be to work on time. And there was
Yeah.
never this rush. Now I'm in a little earlier. It's just harder. And at the end of the day, it's just a
Selfishness.
fucking excuse. But it it is hard when you have a demanding job
Yeah.
to get your ass out of bed and go to the gym. So I did start working out again this week, but I'm doing it from home. And I'm doing it at the end of the day. So,
Well,
and it's small stuff.
so what are you doing? Because you said you're intermittent fasting. So do you
Yep.
think that is probably the most practical way for somebody to kind of lose some of that unwanted weight?
Oh, 100%. For me, it worked a lot. And I will say that I've hit this lull, and that's why I'm starting to like kind of um add back in some kind of workout. I think I might start walking or something like that, but I figured I'd just start hitting the weights. Um, I don't have anything crazy here, but I got
Yeah.
enough to do some curls and some bench press and shoulder press so I can firm up my upper half. I got a weak ass upper half.
Just
But
get some
yeah, I was talking to my cousin yesterday, the one that lives in Vermont, and
yeah.
I think my whole entire life I was bigger than him. And we were actually talking about it yesterday. I think this is the first time ever he's bigger than me. But he's like, man, I can't intermittent fast. And I think a lot of people have that mindset, but it's way easier than you think. You force yourself to eat 3 meals a day because that's what society says you're supposed to do. But why
But
are
it's
you
just
eating when you're
snacking.
not hungry?
'Cause it's boredom. It's snacks. And as fathers, listen, guys, we got the fucking snacks. Dude, we got Takis or Doritos. We got fruit snacks. Like I feel like it's just that's the biggest thing.
By
Like
the
I
way,
think
we're not
as
sponsored by any of them.
we're not sponsored, but if you guys do want to sponsor us Takis, my daughter loves them. Me, they're kind of growing on me.
Takis,
Takis.
I think they're too hard.
They're kind of hard.
I don't mind the flavor, but I just think they're too hard. It's like biting into a fucking rock.
Oh, fucking rocks are delicious. Um, some rocks, those rocks, Takis rocks. This
I
is
didn't I
fucking
didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. I just all right.
You were talking about snacks being around.
Oh, snacks. Yeah, as a dad, like we have the we have all the snacks around, and for like as humans, we're not meant to eat 3 times a day. We're meant to eat a pretty much one big meal, and our body uses that fuel as energy, and that's supposed to tide us over for our next hunt. But now the world that we live in, okay, we're not hunting, we're not having to go and do something that's really intense to get our food. You get in a fucking car, you go to the grocery store, and there you go. You pick up your favorite meat, whatever the hell is your vice. Um, and the biggest thing is we also prioritize like carbs and like unhealthy fats. So I think that if you're intermittent fasting like you are, you're going to see a substantial loss, especially in the beginning, because your body is going to say, okay, well, shit, I'm not having as much stuff come in. And I mean, but if it is, it's still better because your body's able to burn everything off or at least some extra before you're ready to, before you're ready to eat again. To your point, we're eating food when we're not even fucking hungry. Like when I'm bored, I'll just stand up and look at the fucking kitchen. Why? I don't know. Boredom. Prioritize
Well,
protein.
what does?
I said prioritize protein.
Oh,
That's if
prioritize
we
protein.
prioritize protein in our diets and made that a substantial aspect of it in comparison to carbs, I think a lot of us would be in a much better spot. Are you getting
Um,
tattoos on? All right.
I gotta be a father right now.
Okay.
Davis has to be to work at 7,
Okay.
and I heard his alarm going off. Hey, are you
Hoping he's
awake?
not up.
All right, love you. Have a good day. Bye.
Love you too, son.
All right, he's good. Sorry. He has to leave in like 7 minutes and he didn't answer my text. So I just want to make sure he was good. I don't
All right.
typically do that for him, but he had a long ass day yesterday. So
All right. I got a funny question for you.
oh Christ.
All right, as we
Like
talked about
6
dad
feet
bods,
max, maybe.
sick,
Maybe
really?
3.
That's fuck. No shit, dude.
I'm
I
just
don't.
kidding.
That's just never
6
been a
feet's
part of
never
me. I wish it could. This is if you're jumping into this episode, you guys are gonna realize what the fuck are they talking about. Go back to the beginning, hear it out. You'll be impressed.
You'll be impressed.
You will be impressed.
You,
So when did you? So when was the point as a dad that you felt as if it is like, dude, my weight is too much. Like I am at an unhealthy point. When did you have that aha moment?
So I think I've had 2. The first one was when I hit 300 pounds. I just is like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I can't do this anymore. And I think you had a similar one, right?
Yeah, mine was I was trying to wipe my ass and it was like I was fucking out of breath just fucking mid reach, dude. Like I'm fucking turning like this and my body's running out of oxygen. It was so bad. And like, you know, like I'm gonna paint a picture for you guys. I'm
Please
too
don't.
I'm 290 right now. I was 305 and I'm fucking reaching back to wipe my ass. And like I said, I'm exhausted halfway through. Not halfway through wiping, but halfway through just going back there. And I felt like my stomach was fucking huge and I felt like I had tits and they're just resting on my fucking stomach. And I just felt so just like, what the fuck am I doing? It's like that was it's a hard thing when you're out of breath just doing normal things. Like you're walking up the stairs and you're tired. You're trying to tie your shoes and you got to hold your breath. And once you get one bunny ear done, you're got to stand up for fucking air. Like it really is miserable to be unhealthy. Um, and you just don't feel good about yourself. Like it's hard to be a good father, I think, if you don't feel good about yourself and how you look, because your kids are going to look at that, and you know that doesn't mean that they're going to be what is that, superficial. Is it superficial, or they're
I think that's what you're trying to say.
yeah, like they're just going to care about appearances. But I do think that appearance carries a lot of weight. Um, and if
No
you're in
pun
shape,
intended.
no pun intended, but I think if you're in shape, like, it's easier to you get a little bit more respect. Okay, this person is, even if you're a dick, at least they're able to stick to something and push through it, as opposed to somebody that gives up halfway through. Um, but I think that's just a challenge for me. But yeah, like I said, for me, my aha moments were when I was literally running out of breath, just doing everything. I was sleeping and forgetting how to fucking breathe.
Well, yeah, like, and you and I talked about this the other day, but putting on work boots when you got a big old belly is you're just like it hits you in the face every single day. You put on your boots that you're like, what the
Yep,
fuck?
it's like a loaded spring.
My second one was I think when I hit 40 is when I was like, I'm gonna run out of a time to
Yeah,
fix this problem. Um, once you start hitting ages, I mean, 40 is already I think a hard time to start losing weight, but like it's better than 50 and it's better than 60. So that's why I was like, I better start today.
yeah,
So I think since I turned 40, I've definitely tried to focus more on my health, just doing things a little bit differently. So with intermittent fasting, I I mean, I obviously just talked about it. I've hit a lull. Like been in the same weight range for the past like 6 months. Like it kind of just ebbs and flows. Honestly, I'll lose 9 pounds during the week and then I'll gain 10 on the weekend because
yeah,
of lack of discipline.
yeah,
Um, and a huge part of that is beard for me. I love you, dude.
yeah,
Um, it's drinking beer on the weekends and
yeah,
it just kills me. And it's another reason I like it kind of ties into last week. It's just another reason I want to stop drinking.
yeah. Well, stop drinking as much, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, stop drinking as much. That's a good way to put it.
Well, I feel like okay, so like, what's the biggest deterrent? I think one of the biggest deterrents in people actually committed to something is having your ability to carry through in a consistent way, and consistency gets crushed always when it's too much. Okay, so I'm gonna 100% cold turkey fucking eating sandwiches or drinking beer, um, saying the F bomb, like whatever it is. If you try to, more likely than not, you're gonna do great for the first couple days, and then you're gonna fall off. And once you fall off, it's gonna take you even longer to get back on there. But limiting, little by little is how you become more able to complete, your intermittent fasting. Okay, well, I'm gonna eat 100 or 200 less calories today, and I'm gonna see how that feels. Or I'm gonna change my caloric intake into something a little bit more like light, but fills me up. Like broccoli, super fucking light. But you could eat a whole big ass bag of broccoli. It's like 400 or 500. It's like 300 calories, and you'll be full. So I think it's the consistency aspect that makes it hard.
Well, I was when I even, and this is the crazy thing about intermittent fasting for me. When I first started, I just ate whatever I wanted. I only ate in my window,
Yeah.
and I was losing weight. I was like, man, this is fucking awesome. And I wasn't like, eating cake. But at the same time, I wasn't monitoring anything. And now I'm more focused, specifically Monday through Friday. It's high protein, and high non-processed foods. So lots of
Yeah.
fruits, lots of veggies, and a lot of protein.
Yeah.
But well, no, you know, I'll weigh myself in tomorrow, and I'll probably be like 258 or something like that, and then there's a pretty good chance by Friday or Saturday morning I'm in the 240s.
Yeah. So do you meal prep?
Um, yes and no.
Do you think that's realistic as a father?
Yes.
Okay.
It's it is time consuming, but um I think that there's ways around it, if you just and I've heard guys are good with this and females are less. I don't know if that's true or not, but I can eat the same thing every day and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
So I could just make a big batch of something on Sunday and make it work all week, prep some veggies. I don't typically do that. I mean, I'll eat tuna. If I don't have anything to eat, I'll eat tuna, just tuna, mustard, and pickles. I'm good with that.
No mayo?
No mayo. I know
Dude,
somebody else said I'm crazy for that too.
you're a fucking lunatic.
I mean, it's just not
Sure.
great for you, and I'm not like this huge mayo lover. I like it on a sandwich, but it's whatever. And I like mustard,
Right on. Spicy brown or yellow?
both. But I use yellow when I eat it with tuna.
Yeah. Spicy brown's like a
Spicy
hot
brown's
dog or
for a
hamburger.
dog.
Yep. That's right. All right.
But
You
yeah,
got
I think honestly, man, I think if I can cut out beer and be a little bit more disciplined on the weekends, so I'll be better. And like I still fast on the weekends. I wait till usually around 11, and then I try to snack around 11 and then have dinner by 4. So I'm still eating in a pretty small window, and I'm not eating like 2 full meals. Um, but yeah, I gained 3 pounds yesterday, and I was actually kind of surprised because I didn't eat very much, but
yeah.
it was a larger window, and I drank a shit ton of water, and I was on my feet all day, playing with kids and just just having a good time.
Yeah.
My
I
my
went to
cousin,
the gym last night.
you did?
I did.
Good job.
Go ahead. Finish up. What you were gonna say? Sorry.
You went to the gym last night because you knew we were doing this episode today and you were able to celebrate that?
No, no. I
Okay.
actually had my neighbor is moving in across the way. He's a younger dude. It's like I think he's like 3 or 4 years younger than me. But I had a beer in my hand and like we are both drinking a beer and he was like, "Yeah, when I move in, I'll go to the Planet Fitness right here." I was like, "Oh, right on." Like, let's just go. I was like, "You want to go to the gym?" So it's like 9 o'clock, and we
After
like
13 beers.
after a few beers, we went to the fucking gym. We killed it, and it was nice because like I said, he was I think he's a little bit younger than me, but the dude weighs 150 pounds.
Damn.
But like it's like he's got muscle on. He's like lean, and I'm 290 pounds, and like I'm just a big dude. Um, so it was nice because you told my other neighbor. So when I pulled up to the house, he was like, "Oh yeah, Emma said that you're a tank. Like that's your." He's like telling us all about it. Like he's like, "You're just a beast." I was like, "Well, it used to be," but kind of stroked my ego a little bit.
Nice. You need that,
That's all.
Dmitry.
What
You need that. You need your ego stroked.
I do, I do once in a while.
Um, I got a story to share about Dmitry. Um, I was probably between 270 and 290, and Dmitry came up behind me and wrapped his arms around me, and he was trying to pick me up. And I would say most people that would try to do that, if I brace myself, that they're not getting me off the ground. And Dmitry picked me up with like zero hesitation, and I was like, holy shit, this dude is fucking strong.
All
That's
right,
when I knew. That's when I knew you're built a little different.
you know our fucking traffic cones?
Uh-huh.
You wanna know how many, of them I threw up on my shoulder?
Um, I mean, I think I've thrown close to 20. So I would say 30.
Stacked fucking
Yeah.
high, and they were on an impact, and I had, like there's, like, 15, 20 drivers after an event, and we literally rolled them off onto my shoulder. I don't know how many there were. There was a lot, though. And, like, dude, my shoulder hurts, like, they just fucking dug in. They're flexing, they're all bowed, and they stretched, I think, the length of the impact bed, like, from front to back. It was a lot.
Yeah, I mean I think you can get close to 50 in a row. So
I was excited. I
did
did
you
it
like
because
have
everybody
them
was there.
across your shoulders like you were squatting them?
No. No, I just rolled him over on my fucking arm like this, like a fucking
Oh,
bazooka,
got it.
and I fucking yeah, it was crazy. Feel like someone has a picture of that shit somewhere.
Aaron, it sounds like something Aaron would do.
I think Ken
While
was there
everybody
too.
else was working, Aaron snapping photos.
I bounced the fucking cop car off onto fucking wheels.
You took it off the wheels?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
that was fun.
you're a you are a beast, man.
There you go. Now you guys fucking know it. Dad bods. It's not all cupcakes and gravy. There's some muscle under there.
Yeah.
What
Um
you
when
asked
you
me a
said you
question.
went, did you go to Planet Fitness last night or did you go
Yeah.
to, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a membership there?
Mhm.
But don't you have don't you have like a community facility where you live too?
I do. It's tiny though. Like
Okay.
you can't like they have like plates and stuff
Oh,
there, and they have a Smith machine, but it's a pretty bad one.
so
Um,
it's fine for when you were running, but you if you're gonna do weights, you need to go somewhere else. Got
I
it.
mean they have cable and they have free weights. So realistically, that's all you kind of need. You can make do with that and get a really really good workout in. But I like the ability to have um some variety.
Got it.
And realistically, Planet Fitness isn't the place for variety. Everything is kind of machine based. I like stuff that you could just load plates onto for whether you're doing like pull downs or anything else. I think that's way more exciting than using their machines constantly.
Are you smoking anything today?
I am
What are you smoking?
a chicken.
Did you start it already or you're after this?
Yeah, after this, I think the chicken. Apparently, the chicken only takes like 4 or 5 hours. I'm having a hard time believing that,
I
but
I told you that was the only thing I screwed up, right? When I smoked. Mine wasn't a
a
full
chicken.
chicken. Are you doing a full chicken?
Yeah, yeah,
So I did just a little breast, no bone, nothing.
yeah.
I was at home alone. I had just got it, and I had looked it up that it only took an hour and a half. And so I got home from work one day and was like, I'm just gonna smoke a chicken breast.
Yeah,
I could not get that thing to temperature, and by the time it was done, it was so fucking dry. I
yeah.
think I ended up smoking it like almost 3 hours. Like, yo, dude, it was weird. So yeah, I screwed that up. I've smoked wings before, And those smoke just fine.
These fucking wings are banging smoked.
I agree. I agree. I mean, literally, there's not too much shit that I've had smoked that's not delicious.
I made smoked bacon last night
Nice.
and potatoes for loaded baked potatoes, and that bacon went from what, dude. It was crazy. It tasted like you were biting into a campfire of pigs surrounding it. It was really good.
So you smoked the potatoes too?
Mhm.
Nice. That sounds good.
Yeah, I want to
When I
do.
come out there to show you how to do IT, you have to make me some food.
Oh, I do. If you come out, I'll buy a brisket. And my neighbors were laughing because I smoked the pork for 16 hours. They're like, dude, when you do a brisket, you're probably gonna smoke it for like 30 fucking hours. I was like, yeah, probably. I was like, I want it to be like right. And my neighbor actually smoked a pork butt the next day, and he said it wasn't it didn't do what mine did.
Didn't smoke it long enough or what?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, his it just wasn't, and like he had a smaller piece, but he said one side was tough, the other side was like he had a huge variation in his temperature on his smoker, which is kind of weird.
Got it.
I don't know how I don't know how you could have crazy variations on these damn things. It's a drum. It's all got to be similar temps.
Well, I didn't know this until I had smoked quite a few things, but the altitude here fucks shit up when smoking.
Does it?
I
Oh, it
knew
does.
I knew it did
Baking.
in the oven too, but I
Yeah.
didn't realize it affected smoking as well.
Interesting. In a bad way?
Honestly, dude, I don't even remember, but I think it takes longer because of the altitude,
Gotcha.
if I remember correctly.
That
I
sounds
haven't
about
smoked
right.
anything in a well, that's not true. I smoked something not too long ago. My smoker took a shit on me though, so yeah. I was gonna smoke that corn dip that I kept making, and the
Oh
day that I
yeah.
went to smoke it, it was plugged in. It was making noise, but the whole
Fan.
screen wasn't working because it's
Oh.
electric.
How, how how do you make that corn dip? Is it just you just throw the fucking cob on there? Or do you like make the dip and then put it on there?
Are you gonna smoke a corn dip?
Dude,
I'll
100%.
I'll send you this link.
Okay.
I've been tweaking it. It was a pretty big hit yesterday because I actually took it yesterday.
Okay.
Um, I've
Send me
added
your variation.
right now.
No, not right now.
Oh, okay. I'll send you the link to the video and then I'll tell you what I add.
Okay.
I added
Love it.
bacon, which is funny because
Fuck, I have to add
um,
bacon.
you have to add that you literally do, but it ended up seeing it on quite other videos, so I wasn't the only one that
Yeah,
had the idea. But yeah, I'll shoot it to you. All right, we're at the 55-minute mark. I
we
got a
are.
good question today, I think.
I'm excited.
Anything else you want to close out? Any close out comments?
Um, I guess the only thing I have to say is like, don't be ashamed of your fucking dad bod. You're gonna gain weight. The only thing that's keeping you in that place of discomfort is the discomfort of putting in the work to fix it. Um, I don't think it makes you a bad father. I don't think that it has anything to do with being a dad. I think that it just comes from when chicks see that, they're like, that's a dad right there. Because their dads probably had the similar thing, a little bit rounded, a little bit overweight, but ultimately embrace that dad bod and push yourself. If you want to get rid of it, um, grow that fucking beard. Be a savage and keep
Be a
listening to our podcast.
savage. All right. Well said. All right, man. You get paid $50,000 a month. You're able to live in full solitude. You'll be provided unlimited basic necessities and one entertainment of your choice, but zero interaction with any kind of living beings. How many months are you signing up for? And how many months do you think you can go?
Oh, so I have to do this, but I like after 3 months I'll make like 150K. Is
Yep.
that how it goes? Oh,
Yep. But you got to think you're going to be away from your wife and kids for that time too. It's full solitude.
man.
Yeah.
Any entertainment of my choice.
Just one.
I have food, I have everything.
Yep.
Is it like nasty food?
I mean, it says basic necessities, so
Oh, that's
you can have
terrifying.
corn dip.
Okay. I'll fucking take corn dip. Um, I think that I could probably make it 3 to 4 months. That's me saying it. I think after the first I honestly think after the first week, I'm gonna be incredibly I don't know. I think I would just do it for a month.
A month.
Yep.
It's
Because
funny. Go ahead. Sorry.
well, I'll just say because if, all right, $50,000, you know, $50,000 could change where you're at today significantly.
Right.
So,
It's not retirement money. It's not
no,
100% life changing, but it could completely put you in a different situation.
yeah, but a lot can happen in, a month, 2, 3, 4, 5, fuck, a year. A lot can happen in that time. And for you to be completely secluded for a full year, there's gonna be a disconnect that you're gonna have from your family. Like, can your family watch you?
Well, that's creepy.
Like,
You
is
don't
it
want
like the
that.
I'm fucking working on that record. Oh shit.
um, I don't know. That wasn't part of this. Can your family watch you? Whatever you want, Dmitry. If you want them to watch you, sure.
Well, like I think I'd want my kids to at least be able to be like,
Know that
"Hey,
you're
how
okay.
yeah, how's dad doing?"
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously if they're looking in like day 28 and there's shit all over the fucking walls and I'm writing SOS, they're gonna be like, "Wow, dad's really fucked up right now." You know? So I think there would be I think it'd be kind of crazy. I would say I could do 2 months. $100,000, 2 months, having long conversations with my family, let them know why we're doing it. I'd do it. I'd make it.
You 2 months. You can make it 2 months, and you feel good
Yeah,
about it.
picking my entertainment would be hard, though.
Yeah.
Robots?
Robots are your entertainment.
Oh, can I have a robot? Can I have, like, video games? Books? I don't know.
Yeah, I do agree. I think the entertainment would be a little challenging.
I
I
agree.
think the right thing would be, books or something like that. But the easy answer is TV, right?
Now, what's gonna make that time go by fast?
You binge watch every single show on Netflix, and next thing you know, you're $100,000 richer.
Because 'Cause you're just sitting in silence. Think that's the thing that would fuck me up the most. Like, yeah, I'd like, even if I had, like, a decked out gym, I'd want it to be a decked out gym. I'd come out looking like no dad bod, but I've been sitting in
And a
silence for
beautiful 2-month-old beard.
that's right. Like have yeah, I don't know. How about you? How long would you make it?
So initially, I was like a year. And then I'm like, man, not seeing my kids for a year is not good. So I started thinking along the lines that you were. I was thinking 3 to 4 months. Um, I think if I was actually really committed and same thing, like had the conversation with my kids, I think 90 days, I think that 150 grand, it's, similar to the 50, right? It's obviously
Yeah,
100 more, but it's, you're not retiring off 150, but it does get you in a really decent financial situation,
yeah.
depending on where you're at. But it would help me pay off a ton of my debt, like house
Ugh,
debt.
I can't imagine being in there for 6 months. Solitude, quiet. I couldn't. The quiet. I don't.
Dude, you're pretty fucking resilient, man. You'd
I
you'd
know,
you'd be all right.
but when it's that quiet, I would go crazy. I do. I would go. I would go crazy. I know I would. I would be. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be fucking smacking my head against the fucking walls, like just going wild. I go fucking full primal. I would be trying to rip shit apart with my teeth. Like I don't even know because the silence would be like deafening.
Yeah, it'd be pretty crazy.
All right, what's your
All right.
entertainment?
What's up?
What's your entertainment?
Dude, that is a tough one. If weights is considered entertainment, I would actually think about doing weights. If that was just a something I could have in general, then that's fine too. I think, like I said, books is probably the smart one. Um, I agree with you about the silence. If if I don't have music, that would be tough. It'd be tough. So if music was my quote unquote, if that's what had to be the entertainment, I think that's what I would do. And I would just try to like get really good at something for those 90 days. I don't know what the hell that is, but just to make time go by, like, I don't know, do a lot of fucking push ups or something.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'd probably choose. I would choose an AI robot, a smart one. Doesn't have to have flesh and all that stuff.
Yeah, please don't, because God knows what's going to happen if that happens.
What more do I need?
Fucking Dmitry signs up for 12 years.
Give me a robot and some coconut oil. That's fucking yeah. I mean, honestly, that might be a good choice because that robot could do everything for you. It could read you a book. It could teach you things. It could, you know what I'm saying?
It's it's funny. I was
Thinking the same thing.
no, 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 no.
No.
I was reading a post my cousin posted for the family reunion, and I was looking at it, and I was like, she used AI. I just thought it was kind of funny.
Hmm.
I read so my mom, I love her. She's obviously in her 60s, so she's not like super savvy with technology and stuff like
Sure.
that. And I'm not either by any means, but you've helped me learn a little bit more about the AI part. But my mom wrote in the comment section, she's like, "Well done, Chrissy." And I didn't really pay attention to it when it first came out. It was a Facebook post, And yesterday my mom had posted some stuff, so I kind of just scrolled through the whole reunion page and I saw it, and then I was like, oh, my cousin cheated and used AI. And my mom probably thought she wrote that whole thing out.
Oh my god, they're so smart. Oh my
Right,
goodness.
right, right.
So thoughtful.
She's gonna find out in like 3 hours that Chrissy didn't write it and it was AI.
That's right. Well, you want to do our sound off today?
Dude, I mean, you like to see CFs or what?
CFs.
Clusterfucks.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank you for listening today. Please like, comment, follow, subscribe on all more major platforms. We hit 777 viewers subscribers this week, which is awesome. Lucky 777s. Did you just celebrate that?
Yeah.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple.
I feel like it's getting louder. Oh.
We should compass on or no?
Compass on. Thank you guys for watching. It's all about dad bods. And you tell us if you ever ran out of breath while wiping your own ass. Because as a father, we know you have. You just don't want to talk about it. And we'll see you guys next week.